Alright, here we are. First vidya of working on the turd. 70 F100 Ranger XLT. 71 460 big block. Should be around 71 because it came out of that. It's a C6 3-speed. That's built. This is built, I guess you could say. The heads are ported. Voodoo Lunati Voodoo cam. It's like a 227, 230 something, so it's not going to be real aggressive, but it should still wake up the little 460 a little bit. So this is a pre-72, which means these are better, have better heads, which these aren't even the stock 72 heads. They're not dove heads. I wish they were, but they're not. But they're ported. Aftermarket valve springs. I think it has an aftermarket, oil pump. There's a Melling oil pump in it, so it should be good flow, I guess. I'd assume anyway. Got stock valve covers. I have to get a new starter because that one's pretty rough. Alternator's got to get a new one. Stock 323 gear ratio on the rear end. I believe it's either a 9-inch or an 8.8. I think it's a 9-inch, so I believe the trucks have 9 inches. Got to put a new steering column in it because see that? I don't know if you can see that wobble whenever you go to turn it. It's not supposed to do that, mainly because this little thing right here, is supposed to have a bracket that goes across the top here and bolts it right to the firewall. But got taken out when I took that out of the donor truck, which, hindsight being whatever it is, probably should have kept it, but I didn't, because you live and you learn. This is the original color, white, blue, and white. It's a little rough, but patina I love patina, although that door, which I'll just go look at it right quick. This door, this has been taken apart once before because it's actually my grandfather's who was working on it, and he just, got tired of it, put it out back, and 20 years later, I was like, hey, what are you doing with that out there? And here it is. Now we're working on it. He is gone at the moment, but we try to tinker on it, and we do a lot of car shows. Every year. And this little boat, I guess you could call it, that's a 58 Ford 500 Custom, I believe, which he just sold his 63 Ford Falcon Fiatura Sport. So it's not a Sprint, because the Sprints have a flat roller cam, or flat tappet cam, not hydraulic roller cam, and they have a tachometer. It sits right above the dash, has a little checkered V in it. Looks really good anyway, but that was a 4-speed convertible car that he sold. And this is a 2-door sedan, I guess you could, I don't know if sedan would be, I guess it'd be sedan, whatever you want to call it. That's a 500. It's a boat, for sure. But 292 V8, 3 on the tree, clutch and all. So it's a pretty neat little rig. Sounds good, got a little cam in it. Hopefully, this sounds a little choppy whenever we get it up and running. We have a 750, I believe it's an Edelbrock. It might be a Holly. Anyway, 750 CFM carbonator. That's going on here, which should be pretty good. But down the road, this is all, we'll say phase 1. Down the road, this is going to be I want to put like an old Root style, keep it in the era. So we're going to do an old Root style YN blower on it, which I think old style only goes so far, because I'm probably going to do a Holly Sniper just for the easiness. This isn't meant to be 1200 horse absolute torque monster. It's going to be a show truck at the end of the day. I'm going to get it all spiffy. I'm going to try and fix these on my own, which I should be able to. I have some scrap metal that's almost, right here. So this should go just like this, and then that's going to kind of bend up and around. I'm going to cut all this garbage out. And then probably use my, either the welder here, which is just a 110, or I'll use my uncle's welder. Weld that in, or I might end up just putting everything together, making it run and drive. And then we have someone in the family who does body work. I might just give it to them, have it done professionally for the first one. And then down the road, when I go to build something else, I'll do it myself. Although right now would be a really good time to paint it. But that costs quite a bit of money. And I don't really have a place. I don't really want to put up tarps in here and all that stuff, because this is not my garage. Don't want to mess anything up. But yeah, so here she is. A little project. And I figured, you either got time to kill and money to make, or you have one or the other. You have time and no money, or money and no time. And right now, I'm kind of in the middle. I've got some extra time and a little extra money. Not a lot, but a little. So I figured, hey, if I could figure out how this YouTube thing works down the road, if I could make money building cars, heck yeah, that's the goal. That's the dream right there. I got a lot of goofy cars up in my head that I think would look cool riding down the road. Including this. This would be the phase 1, like I had said. Just going to put the bed on it. It's a little single cab, short bed. Weighs just over 3,000 pounds, I think. 29 to 32, somewhere in there. And it should be around, hopefully, 400 wheel. But they're very torquey. I don't even know what the torque would be. 5, 6, I have no clue. They're very torquey engines because they're big blocks. A lot of rotating assembly mass, as you could say. But these little units ain't gonna last long for sure. But also, actually, one will last long because this is a one-wheel peel type of deal. Just hit the gas and let her eat kind of thing. But for phase 2 now, all this is gonna get changed. So QA1 makes a kit where you just come up here, unbolt, and take out these rivets. You take out right. Ooh. It should be underneath. Yeah. You can kind of see them. Anyway. Take out all the rivets. Drop the assembly out of the way. And bolt a new rack and pinion in versus twin I-beam. So this will have modern car handling, which then it also comes with a disc conversion because this is drum brakes all the way around. So it comes with a disc conversion and you're able to fully switch out all the drum brakes for disc brakes, which safety is important. Now, technically, drum brakes are more efficient. It's just they burn out really quick. And disc brakes are just easier, honestly, to some people. Now, the older generations, they love drum brakes because that's what they had. My generation, we have disc brakes. It is what it is. You either like them or you don't. Can't deny they're a little bit easier to work on if you're used to it, I guess. I guess the older generations think that the drum brakes are easy to work on. But regardless, front gets swapped out for a rack and pinion, switches to disc brakes. I can put a manual, or right now they are manual, but I can put a vacuum booster on the back of a manual slave cylinder, brake cylinder, whatever you want to call it. I guess slave cylinder would be for a clutch, but brake master with a vacuum boost. Then you have vacuum assist brakes, which are better than manual brakes. They just are. Now back here, all this gets taken out. So it gets to a 4-link coilover front and rear conversion versus leaf springs, and it drops at about 5 to 7 inches, which I like lower trucks. I don't know why you really wouldn't. It's 2-wheel drive. I'm not going to drive in the winter because where I live, we get snow. Snow's not fun. Snow and classic cars don't mix. That's how you get That right there. Age, weather, corrosion, rust, not good. Rust is the cancer of cars. Even though this entire frame and everything on it has been coated in Rust-Oleum, I still am not going to drive it in the wintertime. It's two-wheel drive. I'm also not lifting it. I don't like lifting two-wheel drive trucks. I don't know why. I just don't. I also don't like lifting short bed trucks unless it's like a Jimmy, Blazer, Bronco, International Scout, that type of thing, when it's not even, it's a truck, sure, but it's more of a, I guess you could say it's an SUV, but they look like short beds. Probably, they might be built off of a short bed, I'm not really sure. But anyway, when I switch this over to coilover 4-link, it's going to drop at 5 to 7. I'm going to have to put some pretty wide tires in the rear here, because hopefully at the same time while I have all that apart, because I'm going to have to take the engine trains back out, then I'll go up and I'll do that whole blower setup up here, and it'll be a little torquey little truck. Want to find a name for it. I don't know what. I think that's cool to have different names. I think all the show cars have names. My part of this side of the family is all big show car people. We all like show cars, classics. Grandpa's had so many show cars, it's not even funny. I can't even name them all. He's got so many. But at the moment, got this that I'm working on. He just got that this year. Out in the barn, there's my mom's 65 Mustang with a little 200 straight six. Down in the other barn, there's 4 Mavericks. There's 2 more out back here. One is my cousin's daily little 4-door 6-cylinder car. I think it's a 73 or 74. The other 2, I think, are 73s. One we just built this year. It's got a 347 stroker in it with a Holly Sniper. That should be a fun little car. And then the other one is I believe it's an original 302 Grabber, if I'm not mistaken. Or it might not be a 302 Grabber, but it's a Grabber. I'm not really 100% sure on that, but they're all automatics. But they might be swapping a V8 into the 4-door, which would be pretty cool. We like sleepers over here. It doesn't need to look fast, but it'll drive fast. But, also looking fast, look cool, right? Having the big Schmeats in the back and the skinnies up front. Drag race street setup. Fun times. But, yeah, I think today I'm trying to get used to this whole thing. Figuring out timing-wise and all that stuff. Honestly, I don't have great Wi-Fi. And if I'm going to do this, I got to figure out how long it takes to actually upload a video. And how long it takes to actually edit and do all that garbage. I tried this once before and I had like an hour-long spiel. And I sat for probably 2 or 3 hours and it didn't upload a percent. Didn't move 1%. So I figured I'm going to have to make shorter videos. Just to start out until I can get stuff figured out. Well, yeah. So I'll maybe go for another about 10-ish minutes working on some stuff. And we'll pop it up on the YouTube, see what happens. I'd love to be able to work on stuff and get paid for it, I'm really into business. I like business adventures and anything where you can make money doing what you love. And what I like is cars. Cars, trucks, bikes. I even like electric cars. They're cool. They can be cool. The fast ones are cool. It's different. Instant torque is cool. If you've never experienced instant torque, it's something to experience. But also, just having a big choppy V8, it's hard to beat. Or turbo noises are hard to beat. Thought about turboing this. And I don't want to Scattergascar the bottom end of this big block out of there, because it's stock bottom end. Stock internals besides the cam. But technically, this is the engine out of the donor truck, which the donor truck would be my grandfather's cousin, I believe. Big racing family over here, a lot of dirt track stuff. He built this, 30 years ago, something like that. And he passed away before he was ever able to see it run. So, it's more of a sentimental build than anything. This will never go away. This will always be here kind of a truck. No build's ever done, right? Like, you can always do stuff to them. Change the paint, wrap it, different wheels, tires. You can always change something. But a build's never done. You can never say it's perfect. Nothing's perfect. There will always be imperfections, which is why I kind of want to leave the paint the way it is. Just make it run very well and look the way it looks. You can always wrap stuff. They'd prefer it to be a clean and not messed up body to wrap. So there's that, but you know, you get what you get. So I think today I'm gonna try and mess with that door over there. Being this door was off for however many years. This truck sat outside underneath a tarp. And underneath that tarp, for whatever reason, these bolts got taken out, and they're really hard to put back in straight. I don't have one of those fancy schmancy door things that holds it up to where you can make everything level. So I have a jerry-rig version, I guess you could say. You just take this little chair right here. It's one of those raisy-lowery ones. And you can move it. So if you want to here, and then you can, look at that, picks up a truck and all. It's a good little shock in there. But I gotta figure out how and where this needs to position in here to make anything functioning. I forgot my gloves in my truck because, as I said, it snows where I live, which means it gets cold. And right now it's about 30 degrees, which 30 degrees and metal, if you don't know, aren't the best of friends. Stuff gets cold. My phalanges get cold. So there's that. Had some bolts down here. Yeah, here's some. Now I think I may have stripped a couple of these holes out, which, dumb on my part, I understand. But, you know, you live and you learn. I feel like that's not doing anything. Ow. Oops. Bumped right into the truck. That's alright. I don't want to strip anything else out, but I might just have to. Yeah, that's not good. Man, this thing is difficult, I tell you what. Shh. Okay, so it's taken out of there. Why is it still not threading in now? Is this the wrong bolt? Shouldn't be. I took it out of there. You know what? Probably isn't the right thing to do, but I might have to tap these out anyway. Don't do what I'm gonna do. This one might just be tighter. Ooh. Before I do that, let's see if this is even close to the door pin. Which I have a feeling. Oh, is that close? Even hitting that? Oh yeah, I gotta go up quite a ways. Maybe I gotta. That could be it. I gotta take out the maybe the center pins in the back there. All the way, see those back there? I don't know if you can see those back there or not. Oh, they're loose. That one's loose. Ooh, that one might be tight still. Anyway. Hello? Someone here? Nope. Anyway, having to have the watchings out. Make sure no one comes here. Kick them out if they do. I guess I could use this little guy. I think I'll go try another 10-ish minutes. And we'll go about another 5 minutes. It's probably going to be another 20-ish minute video. Try it out. See what happens. What size is this guy? Half. Yeah. Hello? That's not very nice. Is that not a half it? Oh, I'm gonna break something. I thought these are... What? Where did... What? Are you serious? That's on me. I don't know if it goes that high. Shocker. How in the... Are you... What? There just ain't no way. Ain't no way. Jose. What is this? Someone put this... You fat cows. Someone put this in the wrong spot. $13. You know, you can't have nothing nice. Let me tell you what. Well, that was in the wrong spot, too. 13 to 11? Yeah, that's right. Okay, well, I got an idea. I'm just going to switch it out for the other one. Might not get much work done in this trial video here, but we'll figure something out. Half. Was that 9/16 or 7? I'm trying not. I think that one was way too big. Well, yeah, let me know if anything could be better. Obviously, it's not going to be perfect starting out. I'm trying to figure stuff out. I don't know how many I'll do. Like a week or something. But obviously, I want progress to be done on this. That's the main goal. Yeah. Now, dream's sake, I'd love for it to be done to go to shows this summer. But obviously, that all requires time and money, and some of that comes easier than others. We're gonna ignore that. Did that shut? No. How much is that body gotta go up? Yes. Quite a lot. You see right there. That's gotta come up quite a bit. That's got to come up quite a lot. do that. Maybe I could tighten these down. Let's try that out, I guess. Where did my ratchet go? There it is. Yeah, that's that one. Is this the right thing to do? No.